Right, this is just going to be a short little review of the homework that you had from last night. Um, I have solutions written out here for you, and I also have a few different tips that you can use to try to understand indices. What you're going to do for me is you're going to correct your own work. You are going to pause the video when needed to correct each individual question. Okay, so I'm just scrolling down here to question 1. Question 4 is down the bottom there as well. Now, I'm actually going to work out on this video the question 3, which you had for homework. So this is taken from the back of the book. You can see here that it has been filled out, and hopefully you all got this correct. Filling out the tables actually should have been very straightforward. The only challenging part of this question, I think, is this one here, which is using the tables above, find the value of x and a value of y for each of the following equations. Now, the first two in particular should have been quite achievable. Okay, so what we're told is we have 2 to the power of x equals 4 to the power of y. X must represent, of course, an indice, and y must represent an indice as well. So in other words, some sort of number. Now, if you look here at this, basically what you have to do here is you have to look here at your values and see, can you match them up. So if I picked 2 to the power of 1, would that be equal to any value of 4? And the answer is no, because 2 to the power of 1 will give you a whole number, which is 2. And 4 to the power of 1, the minimum value, the minimum indice I can use there is to the power of 1. And that will give me 4, so that wouldn't match. So naturally I can move up and try another one, which in this case is 2 to the power of 2. Would that be equal to anything? Well, 2 to the power of 2 would definitely be equal to, if we look at it, 2 to the power of 2 is 4, so actually that would be equal to 4 to the power of 1. So in other words, the value of x there would be equal to 2, and the value of y would be equal to 1. So if you look here, at some of our values, we have x equals, they have a few different examples written down for us for this, but there's actually many different ways you can work it out. But x equals 2, y equals 1 is one acceptable approach. Let's look at another example. So if we look at this, you could also write down, try 2 to the value of 3. 2 to the power of 3 equals, if we look at 2 to the power of 3, it is a value of 8. Okay, so if you look here, 2 to the power of 3 equals 8, and is there any value here that matches? In actual fact, if we look here at this, there's no value, because if you look here, 8 doesn't occur, so therefore 2 to the power of 3 will not work. Okay, so trial and error, and you'll get your value. Let's try another value. How about if I try 2 to the power of 4? 2 to the power of 4 equals 16. So if we work out, is there any 16 down here? There is. So therefore, it would be equal to 4 to the power of 2. In other words, 4 squared equals 16. So do you see how you would work it out? There's a few other solutions there as well. You can look them up here by comparison. X in this case would be equal to 4. Y would be equal to 2. Now, again, sorry, this is lagging, guys, so we're just going to have to get used to this. I'm not sure why. Right, so skipping on to the next one there, we have 9 to the power of x equals 3 to the power of y. So again, trial and error. So what you could say for this one, if I compare my column or my rows, 9, let's try 9 to the power of 1. Would that work out as anyone here? It should, because we know that 9 is also 3 squared, because we can see that here matching up. So what we would do here is write down 9 to the power of 1 equals 3 to the power of 2. So therefore the value of x is going to be equal to 1, and the value of y is going to be equal to 2. So that's a pretty easy one to work out. You can see here that this is repeated for the rest of these questions. Now I'm after running out of time, but what I'll do is I will send a picture here of the solutions for part C and for part D.